Good morning and welcome back to Casimir Salantena. I'm Michael and today we are going to make some of Nonna's biscuits. Okay, so first I'm going to go through the ingredients. We need 500 grams of self-raising flour, 4 eggs, they're free range, the zest of 2 lemons, a cup of sugar and a cup of Evo extra virgin olive oil. And that's about it. The oven temperature will be 170, so we want to preheat the oven now first. Okay, we're going to use this to sift the flour, as for the lemons, and to fold the egg whites through. Oh yes, I did make some English muffins this morning. Okay, we're going to whip up the egg whites with that. We're going to need a couple of trays with baking paper so the biscuits don't stick. And I'm going to do 2 at a time in the oven, 1 on each shelf, which you will see when we cook. First off, we're going to zest the lemons. It's probably the hardest part of the recipe. If you don't have 2 lemons, you can just use 1 lemon. If you don't have lemons at all, or you're not fond of the lemon taste, I don't know why you wouldn't be fond of lemon taste, you can use vanilla essence instead of the lemon zest. You try with both once, and yeah. 2 lemons is much nicer. It gives it a nice tangy flavour in the biscuit. Okay. All right. Now it's time to separate the eggs and whip up the egg whites. Usually when I finish cooking, what I've seen in my pizza video, if you watch the pizza video, if you haven't watched the pizza video, I'll link it down below there at the end of this video. And if you haven't watched my sourdough bread recipe, I'll link that up here above it at the end of the video. Okay, pizzas, bread. Whisk, don't need those anymore. We're going to whisk the egg yolks with the sugar. I like to put some of my sugar in with the egg whites when I whip up the egg whites. So I'll put, say, 2/3 in, and I'll throw the rest in with the egg whites when I whip them up. You don't need to do that. I just like to do it because I read somewhere that some people whip up all of the sugar with egg whites, so I was like, well, I'll just do a bit. Okay. We need to whip this up by hand so you get a light, smooth, creamy colour. You'll see it change colour. Recipe says 3 to 4 minutes, but you don't really need to do it that long if you do it fast like me. Okay, look at that, that's beautiful. Okay, alright, so now we're going to sift in the flour. Alright, so I've pre-weighed this out, 500 grams of self-raising flour. I'm going to sift it in. If you have a sifter, of course, you can use sifter. This works just as well. Okay. At this point, we're going to throw the lemon rind in and the olive oil. Okay, I'll use this again. You can just use a spoon obviously for this part. Probably easier to clean afterwards as well. Once we whip up the egg whites into their soft peaks, we're going to fold them through this mix, and that's all the mix is. Then we're just going to put them on the trays and make them. Pretty simple recipe. Okay, we've got the extrovert. We've got the egg whites in there now. We're going to put it on high, blend it in, then we're going to throw in the salt, can't get my words out today, sugar, the remaining sugar halfway through. Check that, see how we're travelling here. Tip it upside down. Nothing falls out. That's done. That's perfect. Okay. We're going to now spoon it into the bowl here with our other mix and fold it through. A bit at a time, not all at once. Okay, it's going to be a bit hard to fold through in the beginning because it's very stiff. But once you've done a bit, you'll be okay. I said in my previous bread video that dancing while you're preparing helps the dough rise. Well, we don't have dough to rise here. We do have self-raising flour. It does rise slightly, and dancing does help. But singing, when you're making the biscuits, you need to be singing a song. Now, my voice is not that good, so I'm not going to sing. Feel free to sing if you like. I might put some background music on here while I do this, and you can sing along. Although it might get copyrighted, so have to be careful what we put on, don't we? You can try the dancing thing, or not. start off with the spoon, but then we'll go to the hands, I think. Right, so I don't want to make them too big. I'll just scoop some into a spoon, like that. See there? It's going to come out there. Once it cooks in the oven, it settles down and comes into a nice biscuit shape. Make them as big or as small as you want. You don't need to push them down or anything. They look a bit weird there, but once they're cooked, trust me, they look a whole lot better. You can make them any shape you want, of course. You can make them round if you like. That one's almost round. One across here if I can. Right, and let me show you the hand method. Just roll it into a ball here. A lot easier and quicker. It's just a little bit more messy in the hands, but if you don't mind that. Yeah. I'm used to doing things using my hands with the dough, the breads. As I say, you can make them as big or as small as you like. Else you'd like to see me make in the kitchen? The focaccia, hot English muffins. I do a chocolate cake. It's not sourdough, but it's quite a yummy chocolate cake. That would be a short video. I might go sideways for the last couple here. So when this comes out of the oven, you'll see the difference with the first row of the rustic ones, and then when I started doing them by hand, how they look a bit different. Not overly, but when it comes down to it, they'll all taste the same, won't they? Okay, I'll do a second row and that'll go on the second shelf. But I'll throw this one in the oven first on the top shelf. They take between about 12 and 15 minutes. I just keep an eye on them generally. Some people like them softer and chewier. I like them crispy, so I usually do a bit of both. You can re-put them in the oven at a later time after they come out of the freezer if you want to crisp them up a bit more, but they do come out of the freezer crispy once they're thawed out. Yeah, so it's up to you how you like them really. Okay, second one. There. Okay, we're up to about 40 or 42 I think. We're going to be close to 50. I'll put this on the second shelf and I'll show you how they look in the oven. Okay, we've got both of them in the oven. Let me show you quickly. Top shelf was the ones we put in first, and second shelf a couple of minutes ago. I did one last tray there of 8, so I've had 3 trays. Now taking the bottom tray out here, I've swapped these trays around midway through cooking and spun them around. This is the first tray that we put in. Give the other ones a little bit longer. You probably find it will definitely take 15 minutes if you're putting 2 trays in together. But yeah, again, it depends how dark you like it. You can go a little bit lighter than that, but that's how they look, the rustic style. Now, if I didn't spin it around, you'll notice these were the rustic ones I did with the spoons, and then we went to the hand. So they're a little bit neater, but they're still pretty rustic looking, and they'll all taste the same. Okay. We'll just pop this last batch in the oven here. You can follow me if you like. I've got Mr. C behind the camera at the moment.
Buongiorno, come stai?
Okay, I'm just going to pop these on the...
Oh, they're ready to eat.
Mr. C wants to eat one. The tray's not hot actually. Down here, make sure they're all loose. We're just going to pop them on the tray to cool down.
They smell divine.
They do, don't they?
And I bet you they taste delicious.
Is that lunch today?
No, that's naughty. And it's 2:30.
2:30.
So it's afternoon tea.
All right,
Look at the lovely texture on them.
Just going to check the last tray, or the second tray that I put in. I think that colour looks pretty good. It's probably slightly lighter than the first batch, so we might leave that there for that one.
How good do they smell?
And the last tray that I just put in, I'll just pop up on the top shelf and spin it around as well. Okay, well that's it really. Oh, it'll be in the tasting. We'll do a taste test shortly when they're cooled down, okay?
Yum.
Mrs. C might like to do the taste test before me. Ciao for now.
Ciao.
Hello, well, we're all done, we're all finished. I said we'd have about 50 and I just counted 46. I did bake 47, so I'm not sure where that first one is gone. Any ideas, Mrs. C?
I snuck it out and ate it.
Oh, did you? You did the taste test.
I did. It was so
Behind the
delicious
camera.
and crunchy.
Well,
Because I'm director today. I'm
director.
taking over your job while you're baking.
So these are the 3 round ones I did. I said you can do them any shape you want, really.
Delicious.
I'll just do one of the round ones, eh? Is it all the same?
Yes.
Listen for the crunch. Hang on. So these, yes, marginally softer than I normally, because I normally do them a bit darker. But crunchy.
They were beautiful.
Crunchy with a soft inside.
Delicious.
Beautiful. Great for dunking in your espresso.
Yes. Or your tea.
Your tea. Yeah. Anyway, if you I'll leave the recipe and method in the description below. If you have any questions, just send me an email to casamiasalentino@gmail.com. And if you want to see me make anything else, let me know in the comments. And that's about it. Ciao guys, enjoy.